Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Luke Morey. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So kind of talk about just you're of course going to be in the Cars Tour race next week at North Wilkesboro. How exciting is that?
Yeah, it's really exciting. That track has a lot of history. Last year we were supposed to race there, but our race got canceled. So, I've been for the whole last year just been counting down the days, really wanting to race at this track. So, there's gonna be a lot of cars, a lot of good drivers from up north, south, west. Some people local too. So, it's gonna be a lot of cars, a lot of talent. So, I'm really looking forward to it.
Uh, what class of cars are you going to be in?
The Pro Late Models car
Okay,
store.
all right. Yeah, just wanted to make sure that I just didn't want to say the wrong thing. Since this is your first time on this channel, talk about how you kind of got into racing.
I'm from Michigan, and my dad, he's raced modifieds and dirt super late model sprint cars all his life. So there's these cars called mini wedges that were pretty popular in Ohio and Indiana, and he decided to make his own series in Michigan, and I ended up driving in it. So that I think I drove those cars for about 2, 3 years, and the series ended up growing. I think it's still going on now in Michigan. They're called mini wedges, and I was really good in those. And we decided to pursue on down here to Mooresville, North Carolina. I went into Bandoleros, doing like the summer shootout and some road course stuff like at the Roval, in a Bandolero. And then I met Candace Hornaday and the Hornadays and Joe Ryan, and stepped up to a legend car after doing 2 years in a Bandolero. So straight into a legend at the summer shootout. Ended up winning, I think five races or so the whole year I did it, and we were pretty close with Rackley War, the late model team,
Yep.
and they ended up helping us out get started in late model racing, pro late model. So last year I did part time, I think like half of the car store races. So just trying to get seat time. This year we're going full time.
Yeah. Where are you from in Michigan?
Um, like around Berlin Raceway, so Holland, Michigan, Grand Rapids.
Oh, geez. What was it like? Going there. I know. Obviously a lot of drivers have came from that state. Of course, obviously most notably Carson Hocevar and probably the current driver that's dominating Berlin Raceway. Anytime he goes there, of course, I'm talking about Evan Shotko.
Yeah.
How exciting is it to? What was it like going to that track and just growing up there?
Yeah, it was really cool. My dad ran super late models there because every year they put, I don't know if they do now, but they used to put dirt on the track towards the end of the year every year. So my dad would run that and the World of Outlaw super late model series. And we went almost every week that we weren't racing at a dirt track up to Berlin to just watch super late models, just local racing. And last year I had the opportunity to go bring our car up there for my first time there. I think we only made about 40 laps because something broke, but it was still really cool being around, being back home.
Yeah. So I know that you're going to be in this big cars tour race in the Pro Late Model with all these drivers that have raced in all over. And by the way, one just got announced not too far away. Jordan Taylor is going to be in the Pro Late Model race. Actually, he'll be driving for E33 Motorsports in a kind of a throwback Rainbow Warrior Jeff Gordon car there. But the thing is, you're racing against not just him, but all of these guys that you grew up, against. And I know you're pretty excited about that. With
Yeah.
just how exciting is it to race against everybody that you've gotten a chance to watch on TV for all these years?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're more than capable of top five, maybe even a top three. I know because car store season opener we finished third, but the last two races we just had some bad luck and blowing motors. It just hasn't been going our way. But I'm really excited to get back out there. It's a big track. I like big tracks. I think I'm better at a big track. We're gonna be just me and my dad. We're gonna be trying to get the car set up quickly. I think we only get about 6 total rounds of practice, so not a ton, not as much as I would want going to a new track. But oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. The tire fall off's gonna be huge there. It's just gonna
Oh yeah.
be the whole atmosphere. It's gonna be packed full. Hopefully, I can almost guarantee it will. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward. It'll be really cool racing with all those guys.
Yeah. Just you're just 15 years old and you get a chance to do that. Did you ever think you'd be racing against all these guys at such a young age?
I always hoped I would be racing against them, but definitely didn't expect it to come this young. Definitely not in the Cars Tour either. I would never, 2 years ago, looking at the Cars Tour, wanting to be racing the series, I would never imagine it being where it's at now with who all's owning the series and what they're doing with it. They're doing a lot of pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I think it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger over the years. So
Yeah. So what so outside of that, just kind of talk about what your plans are for this racing season.
we're gonna do the full time Cars Tour stuff in the Pro Late Model. We're hoping to get some practices into a late model stock, maybe even a super late model, just trying to switch stuff around. And we're still kind of deciding what we want to do next year, if we want to stick to the pro super late model side or go late model stock racing in the car store. So yeah, we're still just gonna focus on this year for now and just try to keep going and get good finishes throughout the whole year. And yeah, I'm looking forward to next year though. We have some cool stuff planned so far.
Yeah. And okay, let me ask you this. How do you like a big race like this? Do you get nervous but anytime you race in one of these things?
Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit more nervous just because it's North Wilkesboro. It's a new track. I've never been to it, so I'm gonna have to learn the track pretty quick. Yeah, it's just the normal nerves. There's a lot of cars that are entered for the race, a lot of really good drivers. They all want to win. I think the majority of the cars that are going to be at the race have a shot to win. So it's going to be really competitive and it's going to be really hard. But yeah, I definitely think I'm a little nervous, but I can't tell if that's just excitement or what, because it's going to be really cool.
How do you get ready for one of these races? Do you are you normally quiet, or are you just do you want to just talk to everybody that you can?
I try to talk to as many people, but whenever it comes race day or race time around like qualifying, I kind of just settle in, just try to focus. Yeah, just I want to say I really want to go around and talk to everybody and get myself all amped up, but I know that we can go there and be competitive, so that's what I'm going to focus on.
Um, what's the biggest thing that you want to accomplish, this next week? Because you're also going to have to try to get in this field too.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely think making the race is the first step. There's a lot of cars entered so far, so just making the race is obviously the main goal. If we do, I definitely just want to complete all the laps as always, like I do every weekend for the Cars Tour. But I definitely think that we can go out there and be really strong and be up front, as that's where we belong.
Yeah. All right. Well, Luke, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck next week at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, thank you.